God is going to make people remember you. And God is going to prepare a room of opportunities for you. The only thing I came to tell you is to prepare for movement. Prepare for movement. Because God can reach you where you are. I know in life that a lot of times we feel like we are stuck, but I just come to tell you that you are not stuck, and God is going to reach you where you are. I am telling you to prepare for movement. And never despise the days of small beginnings. Come on now, because there is going to be a room of opportunities. I've been speaking to you about connections matter. And it's not all about just who you know. It's also about who other people know. And also, this is going to benefit you because these people know you. Come on now. Connections matter. I've been speaking right there about connections. This is the season where connections are going to matter the most. This is the season where you got to walk even when you're in fear. You got to still go even when you don't have a support system. You have to still go because God is preparing rooms of opportunities for you because this is God's promise over your life. And I'm really coming to speak to a lot of the entrepreneurs out here. God has given me a prophetic message for you. Prepare for movement. And I know that this message is real and prophetic because this is something that happened to me. And because God has already instructed me to be a coach for those who are entrepreneurs or just for those who are making movement in life, I know that this message is for you as well. I am speaking to the group of people who have been hidden the whole time, where God has hidden you in plain sight. No matter what you have done in the past, people could not see you. People could not hear you. And what you've been working on, it would not take off. This is the time where things are going to slowly start to take off. This is the time where God is going to start revealing you. See, sometimes we can be paralyzed by fear, and sometimes we can be paralyzed by our comfort zone. So the biggest thing or the biggest challenge that you're going to have to deal with, some of you, is being able to push fear aside and also the comfort zone, because a lot of us been sitting in the same spot for many years. Like I say, some of us are not used to the movement. We have been praying, but seeing things come to pass in our life that is very new. Come on now. That is very new, unfamiliar territory. We're not used to seeing things, evolve in our life, because sometimes we could be stuck in these places where we are the ones trying to break the generational curses. We are the ones trying to walk into rooms that God has prepared for us. And sometimes getting to these places can be a fight, but a mental fight, emotional fight. But what I'm telling you to do is go anyway. You got to go anyway. Even when there's no people to go with you, even when you living in that fear, even when you feeling like, oh, what happens if I fail? Listen, go anyway, because God prepared these rooms for you. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I know. Go anyway. God is working out all the particulars in your story. It's good. Go anyway. Don't shut down what you've been working on. I'm telling you, I'm talking to the entrepreneurs. I'm telling you, this is a real message. This ain't just for me to talk. This ain't content. I'm telling you this because I know who I am and I know what God told me to do. I'm telling you, brace for this movement. Prepare for this movement because God is going to uncover you in the things that you've been doing. Come on now. He's going to uncover you. He's going to reveal you to opportunities. Don't shut down anything you've been doing. Do not despise those days of small beginnings. Because you will be the one to break every chain in your life. You will be the one to break these generational curses. You will be the one. I'm telling you. And it's a tough thing to do. Especially when nobody has done it before. And it's going to feel like a lot of pressure on you. But do not let the enemy get inside your mind, because see, when God prepare opportunities, that's what the enemy going to do. You can't do it. You don't have the money. You can't go here. You don't this. God has already prepared rooms for you. And this is just the beginning of, like I said before, of open doors. I declared that this year would be the season of open doors. So I received the email from my orthodontist office because back in January, I got my braces off. And the email was inviting me to come to an event that the owner was having because he owns this place. And they told me they were having an event and that they wanted me to bring some of my Jesus coverage merch. And all I could think of was, how did they remember me? How did they know? And so I accepted, the invite. And I told God, order my steps. I want to go. And I knew I had to work. But I said, God, I want to go. I want to be there. I want to show up for this opportunity. And before I knew it, my supervisor had already covered my shift. Everything was in order. Everything that I needed to be done, it got done before the event. God was clearing my path to even go. And the one thing that came to my mind is when I saw this email was, God says, I can reach you at any time. Be prepared and stay prepared because I can reach you. And that's what came back to me. God reminds me that he can reach me at any time. And I can cause people to remember you. I can cause people to recognize you. And that's when I knew to give this prophetic word, because I already knew God had told me a few years back that he wants me to coach other entrepreneurs. Come on now. I already know that. So this is how I know this word is for you. Anybody who's been listening to my messages, up under this ministry of Nation Inspiration, this is how I know. If you've been in alignment with a lot of my messages, that's how I know. And you will know. Only you know what you're working on. Only you know your prayers. I just come to give confirmation. Prepare for movement. See, and it's not about if the event is big, because you can go to a small event but have big people in the room. Come on now, catch them diamonds. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes God will prepare places for you that are just for you at that time. And God will make sure that you come in contact and hand to hand with the right people. Come on now. That's all I'm going to tell you. So don't think about it. Don't let people talk you out of nothing in this season. Oh, that ain't big enough. That ain't nothing. You don't know who's going to be in the room. Listen, yes, this message is for entrepreneurs, but at the same time, this message is for anyone who needed this word. If it fits your life and situation, this is for you as well. Being prepared for whatever. You could be preparing to move or buy a home, preparing for a relationship, whatever it is, you can apply this message to your life if it's fitting. But before I close my message, I do want to give some advice. And I've been speaking on it. Take me serious when I tell you. Your connections matter. Who are you talking to? And I don't just mean business-wise. I mean every day in your life. Who are you dating? Because these people could be deadly for the things that God is preparing you for. You see what I'm saying? They're going to cause you to be delayed even further. There are some of you that want to have a business and that you desire these things, but because you're not connected to somebody who can pour into you, but yet they take from you and your energy is low, that is very deadly for you. This is why I tell people to stay by themselves until God has joined you together with certain people in your life. This is why I tell you, don't connect with just anybody. Don't just marry anybody. Because a lot of these people are very deadly to your life. I'm not being funny. I'm telling you the truth. This is the truth. I'm telling you, I know this. And that's why I keep saying it over and over. Your connections gonna matter. I don't care who it is. These people are going to cause you to miss out on your life, and you done just gave up and rolled over and figured, well, I'll just do this. I'll just do that. Well, I ain't going to work. No, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. You need to get rid of these bad connections and stop being so comfortable, because at any time, God can make a move in your life. At any time. And you don't want to have the wrong people around holding your arms back, because I guarantee you they will. And I'm being straight up for real on that. I guarantee you they will. There's been so many people in life who miss opportunities because of their connections. And the worst connections are the ones that you lay with. They ain't got no life inside of them. All they got is hell and being toxic. They gonna slow your life down. And that's how a lot of people end up just living through their children. You don't have to live through your children. You could have your own. I don't know who needs to hear that. You don't just have to just live through your children. You can have your own as well, your life. Listen, get to the point where you are one with God. What does that mean? Where you tell God, I only go where you go. And to remove anything out of my life that should not be here, even if it does hurt. Because the only thing I want are the things that you have for me. That's all I want. The only people that I want in my life are the ones that you have approved to be in my life. Become one with God and watch how much you elevate in life. It's got to be one band, one sound. Stop fighting to hold things together that God is clearly trying to break. Because I'm telling you, connections matter. Connections matter. Do not procrastinate. Do not keep pushing things back that you know that you should be working on. Also, defeat that fear in your life. Also, defeat that comfort zone in your life. Watch your life flourish when you become one with God. God says, prepare for movement. I can reach you. Catch them diamonds.